Sandy Alcantara is on the mound.
First pitch from Sandy is in there for a called strike. Again, joined by Luis Arraez, who's over at second base. The man that Luis was traded for, Pablo Lopez, also named an opening day starter for the Minnesota Twins as Sandy gets his first strikeout of the night.
It's easy for him.
His hand, next thing you know, it's 99 and 100.
And that change. Look.
And there's that too at 91. 2 strikeouts for Sandy. The 1-2. Hey, see, Nelly was right. He played for the big leagues forever. Getting hits. That's what he did last year en route to an AL batting title.
Man, it's hard to see.
Opening day starter for the Astros against the White Sox next week. Couple of hops to second base. And there's one out.
Use as an excuse. So it's a good one.
Jazz drops down the bunt up the third base line. This is going to stay fair. Perfect bunt.
Like that, stay fair.
And now Jazz off on the first pitch. It gets all the way to the backstop. Jazz will have a stolen base. A great piece that the Twins broadcast crew kind of put together with Rod Carew having nothing but great things to say about you for about...
Yes, he's my dad. He won his play. Look, Jax.
Jazz takes third, throw to second time. Marlins playing a little small ball here. Jazz with 2 stolen bases. His numbers last season was with Luis Arraez at the All-Star game. Of course, different leagues. This one a bouncer to shortstop. To get the job done, and Jazz scores, and the Marlins take a 1-0 lead.
My routine every day and try to hit the ball to the right field line too. Oof.
Right back to Valdez, knocks it down, flips to first, and Avi is retired, but the Marlins get a run, take a 1-0 lead after one more with Luis.
My first at bat.
Well, Sandy has faced 4 Houston Astros, and he's struck them all out.
To here, he just the first guy texts me.
5 for 5 Ks for Alcantara to start the night. And on the other side, you hate to strike out.
I hate strike out, man. Look.
Well, Sandy likes him. 6 up, 6 down, 6 strikeouts. But he looks pretty good. He looks ready to go.
Like that. Sorry, what did you say?
No, I said Sandy looks pretty good. As this one is tapped to third, low throw dug out.
Hey, look, Jax. He just... What is he?
Now, every baseball player has superstitions. You have any?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Okay, then routines. We call them routines if they're not.
Do you have to get ready the same way?
And I forgot. I just go there and take my time and then try to hit just slow. But it's hard. But
it's a little bit, you know, fugazi in a way that it kind of fools people.
Well, Sandy's been fooling guys. He's got 7 strikeouts.
Hitters, they love facing guys like Sandy, but they're tough. When he's moving at 98, 99, there's another strike. My goodness.
8 batters faced and 8 strikeouts for Sandy Alcantara.
Well, not very many guys in this lineup that have a lot of big league time.
How about that? A bouncer to first base. The first one put in play, but still 9 up and 9 down. 45 pitches for Sandy. Sharp. There's Jacob Stallings to lead things off. And a high bouncer to third. A running play there by David. Matchups. And one article on MLB.com ranked the opening day matchups. Surprise, surprise. Sandy against Scherzer, #1. As Luis Arraez bounces one to first base. There are 2 outs into this lineup. Valdez strikes him out. So first K for Framber Valdez.
I don't know if I wasn't expecting, but just the total overall attitude of the team was it's easier to follow, and pictures are better than words. So try to make it easy. That's a 2-play. Try to make it easy in the foundation, make it simple. There's a runner on first, and that second baseman is closer to the bag, and it's something that we're trying to implement, is that if there is a hit out there.
With us for another half there, Brant.
No problem. We're going to try to get this guy in the air.
All right.
He's a ground ball machine, and we keep hitting ground balls.
Well, hey, at least you know the scouting report. That one grounded up the middle.
It's a little passive overall versus left. That's a good swipe. It's a good job.
Base hit for Garrett Cooper. Marlins' second hit. They've got a one-out base run.
Versus right, he does a better job when he needs, and it causes some confusion, where I think with just a straight yes to no, he needs to run.
Bouncer to short, close play, and they get Avi. Moving up is Cooper.
It doesn't matter if you out-hit your opponent. So obviously, you know, bringing Gene in. Nestle! Arms, Coop, arms! He's not the fastest. But like as you just saw there, like he's able to hit higher line drives now.
That one sneaks through into center field. That went through a couple of Houston Astros for Yuli Gurriel.
That looked like you guys fielded.
Easy.
Has, you know, different guys in different places, and it's important, especially for us. You know, if you're a hitter, you got to hit it before you can slug it. So we're always
in spring from the left side. You have Floro. You know, you have a lot of options down there in that Marlin bullpen that I didn't think they had.
How was the experience with the World Baseball Classic?
Oh, it was amazing. So much fun. Some of the most fun I've had in a long, long time. Call upon me, I'll be there.
It's a bouncer back to Chagua. I'll ask now, do you have another half inning, or are you busy on Sunday afternoon?
The goal really is just to get the pitch count up a little bit more. And my last three starts, I got around that 65 range.
I think the confidence that you had, it was just, I think, a huge plus for you last year in your success. And is that something that you carry on this year and you keep working on, that confidence level, that concentration? I mean, when things start getting haywire, you want to take a deep breath, step off the mound, and now you can't do that. You got to deliver that pitch before 15 seconds or 20 with a man.
Of just me trying to go about my business and trying to get out as fast as I can.
This one lined out to center field. It's going to hold up. Jesus, we appreciate the time, man. Good luck. Chagua. This is Corey Lee taking the ball upstairs. Leadoff base runner here in the sixth for Houston.
100 to 110 pitches. Now they're not doing that. They're leaving, like we just talked to Jesus Luzardo, hey, 70, 75 pitches and serious injuries besides Altuve. I still put them maybe as the favorite in the American League.
Brazoban gets to it, flips to first. Runners will move up, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, there's players you always want to play with, and you're like, oh, I wish I was a teammate of theirs.
Shadow. Ground ball, fair, inside the line. That's going to tie up the ball game. Was a strike away from getting out of the jam, and instead Machado, that ball rattles around the bullpen, going to get all the way to third. The Astros tie it up here in the sixth. 10 seconds left on the clock. So if he wants to slow it down, he still could. He gets the strikeout, but the Astros tie things up. 5.5 in the books here in Jupiter. 2-2.
I might not care about you.
Certainly not after I teed you up like that, you don't. Garrett Cooper down on strikes. Here, we were just talking about you, Craig. Yes, I swear we were. That's a ground ball to shortstop. And Avi out by his step. Craig hanging out as he often does here in Jupiter.
So much that can play out in a ball game. Do they get long? Yes.
It's a great at-bat there for Segura. Fought off a number of pitches and then redirects the 3-2 right back up the middle. His second hit tonight. Won a batting title a couple years ago. Yuli Gurriel. That one gets away from Diaz behind home plate. Diaz, the new catcher, and Pedro Leon out in center field. The two.
Very good first baseman.
That is a fair ball down the line. Segura is going to come in to score. Yuli Gurriel gives the Marlins a 3-2 lead.
Of that possibly teams could use as far as slowing things down a little bit. Hey, take your time getting that equipment out, or take your time going out there and getting that shin guard. Or
a ground ball to shortstop, flip, and they get the out at second base. At the end of the day, Marlins do get one and retake the lead.
Starts pitching in that ninth inning, just like you mentioned, the 20 saves.
And he gets the strikeout there of Dearden.
Really good breaking ball. When he's throwing strikes, when Tanner Scott's throwing strikes, he's nasty. And there's that good breaking ball down and away to a lefty. And it's
0-2 on Corey Julks. And he strikes out the side. So that is a really good inning for Tanner Scott. Division opponents. Marlins will see really two versions of the Mets. 7 games in 10 days in the first week, and then not again till the end of September and October, as Arise flies out for the first out. Hampson lines one to right and caught for the second out. Very few things that people don't run by me. No. So I don't know. Room and foul ground, and able to somehow make the catch over there at first base.
Yeah, he hooked it up, so it was nice of him and pretty cool. Yeah.
This was a bouncer to third base for out number 1 for Sandy.
Or something like that, of 7 innings and 2 earned runs or less.
Right.
I think when he was kind of in the midst of that, we were all over there, like people just making comments on, everything was just fast last year. And oh, am I done? Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think that's gonna be it. Don't sound too excited that you're done.
But no, I feel great, and good talking to you guys.
Wired Wednesdays.
That can go a bunch of different ways.
Yeah, free coffee, I believe, is where it started. Jose Iglesias grounds to second base, and that's the first out. This offseason, that guy. Joey Wendell, of course, has done that quite a bit as Groshans sends the ball high in the air out toward left field. Looks like the ballpark is going to hold it, and there are 2 away.
Let's see some DH time, or Garcia.
Line drive, base hit, right field. Strong second half for De La Cruz at 310 to 340 on base percentage.
Playing more towards, I mean, it's not a shift, but they are playing the other way, expecting a pull.
That one up and in. Runners go. 3-2 pitch is outside. Marlins will have them loaded. Center. 3 Astros are trying to get underneath it, and Machado is able to haul it in. So the Marlins leave them loaded, but lead heading to the 9th today. But faced 9 batters, struck out the first 8. And the first one that Maldonado faces is a strikeout. 25 here is Dixon Machado. Bouncer, shortstop, Iglesias spins and throws, and they get the out at first base. What a play by Iglesias.
The ball, because before you have a little time and you might get the runner by maybe 2 steps. Now it's all of a sudden it's a half a step.
To Justin Dearden. This one popped up back behind third. Looks like there will be room to make the catch. And it's a Marlins win in just 2 hours and 11 minutes. So a win for the Marlins and a win for the pace of play. And it helps when your starter, Sandy Alcantara, in his final tune-up looks as good as he did.
Yeah, strikes out the first 8. That's it. He had his stuff. Fastball, changeup, mixed in a couple sliders. Maybe the shadows